Ask Anne. Tonight, my name is Anne Scholes. I'm excited to be here. This is fairly new. We did one last week. This is our second show. And this is where you can pose your questions to me for the next hour. I am live. You should see a symbol at the top of your screen saying that we're live. And I'm going to look at all your questions you've been sending in. And I have to say, well done, because you've sent so many questions and I've had a look. I didn't really get to the bottom of them. So bearing that in mind, I'll give you the nod, because if you become a VIP or you are a VIP, there is a small charge, and your text can go to the top of the queue. Yes, we've got queue jumpers. So if you want to pay for your question, if you don't want to hang around, or if you've got to rush off in half an hour or whatever, but a great way to go the VIP way and get your question answered a bit quicker. So just to give you the heads up and give you the nod. Right, okay, so who am I? For those of you who don't know me, never seen me before, my name's Anne Scholes. I have been working in the media, psychic media, for over 20 years and just love being with you. I'm a psychic medium. I started off in the spiritualist church. I started as a medium, and then I went on to develop with cards, and I read auras. I work with angels, especially your guardian angel. I also am an angelic Reiki master teacher. I teach all sorts of different things, your chakra balancing, in healing and in courses. So any questions about spiritual development, I can look at. I do dream interpretation, intuitive dream interpretation. So if there's been any repeating dreams, I can have a look at that. I can look at your relationships. I have got my love cards tonight. Why does my phone always start when this? I have actually switched that off, but by the looks of it, not yet. So I'm going to switch it completely off, because I either get notifications and then we can't be disturbed. There we go, it's off. So I brought my love cards. I have this lovely little deck, quite cute actually, and these are love cards, and these give you all sorts of things that are going on with relationships. A little but sweet. I also have this week my angel cards. So if you would like an angel card in your particular question, then these are my Doreen Virtue angel cards. I've had them for many, many years. I do love them. I have the holographic Rider Waite deck here. As you can see, they glisten in the light. I also have the Ciro Marchetti. Now, I love this guy. I love his cards. He does the Gilded Tarot, for those of you who use tarot cards. And this is one deck he's got, Legend of Dreams. I have it in a small. I also have it in a large. So you have to have big hands to shuffle these. Look at those. You see them? Quite big. But the illustration on them is really, really nice. And they have, I find with different decks, they have different languages. So sometimes I will use one particular deck and then I'll be guided to use another deck for another question, just depending on what I'm seeing. Right, okay, so is that as clear as mud? I hope so. So let's have a great evening. Let's get lots of your questions answered. And remember, if you want to jump the queue, go the VIP way, okay? Right, so kicking off tonight, we have our first text in from Leslie. So thank you, Leslie, for sending me your text. And Leslie is saying, hi, I'm struggling with work life, the work-life balance. Wondering, do you see any changes, hopefully for the better, please? And 2 kisses. Thank you, Leslie. Let's have a look and see. I think work-life balance is something we all struggle with sometimes, don't we? We end up working far too long. Let's have a look and see what the cards and the advice the cards are giving you. Right. Yeah, it feels as if you've been pretty drained. You could do with a rest. However, you are strong. And I also feel as if you're somebody that's a bit of a troubleshooter. You're good at resolving issues and things around you, except for yourself. You can do everybody else's, but not yourself. Now, what I have interestingly here, I'm going to show you what's coming out. Here we have the 6 of coins. Pull it back a little bit. There we go. You see the man offering something to you. He's the coin. So there is an offer coming in. But what is the card going across it? Now this is some kind of productive communication regarding some training or learning or courses. Very, very productive. So what I can see here in the first sort of couple of months, that there may be an offer for you to do some extra training. You will move forward, okay, with this. So it's progressive. I think you've been let down in the past before with this company, but I will say that there seems to be a very positive outcome in moving forward over the next couple of months, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you very much, Leslie, for sending in your text. And remember, when you have a text read and that resonates with you, that's your cue to actually go and get a proper reading, a full reading, should I say. And that full reading will go into more detail. I can only scratch the surface here because I've only got so much time and so many people waiting. So don't forget, we have a host of psychics that are available on the website. I will be logging on after this hour session, so you will be able to get hold of me after this hour session, okay, from 8 o'clock, say 5 past, by the time I've logged out and logged in. Then you can talk to me personally, okay? Just thought I'd let you know. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the next text. I'm going to have a look and see. This is Francesca. So I'm just going to clear the, there we go. Francesca says, do you see reconciliation with my other half, Scott, who is the 3rd of February, so that's Aquarius 71, and me, the 11th of, hang on, I've got 11/25, oh, 11th of the 25th. Have you put it the other way around? Are you in the States? 25th of November. So you're right on the cusp there of Scorpio, Sagittarius. You're a cusp. So let me have a look and see. Do we see a reconciliation? He is Aquarian. Let's have a look. Right, there seems to be some good news around you. There certainly seems to be an opportunity to mediate. So talking about things, sorting things out. This is what's come out with the King of Cups. This is my card for somebody being able to get into communication and be quite mature about it. And we also have the 10 of Pentacles, again, which is about the friendship and it's about things going well. He has had a look at the whole situation. Again, the Magician, more communication, okay? So is he already talking to you at the moment? Because we have the Ace of Cups, which is good news, joy and happiness. So not quite the reconciliation that I was hoping would come out, in the sense that seeing you two back together again. But this seems to be a bit of a journey. And this seems to be something that you have to keep talking your way through. Now, if he hasn't contacted you, there seems to be contact here, because there is a rekindling. Look at the energy there. So, unless there's another man around you, because I do have a fire sign here as well. So, thanks for sending in your question, Francesca. I hope that made sense to you. And let's have a look at the next question we've got here. So I'm just going to clear that one away. And the next one is Caroline. Good evening, Caroline. How are you? She's the 21st of February, 78. You're right on the cusp of Pisces. At the moment, I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel at work. Know the feeling. And I have no love life outside of it. I would like to understand how to work and live life. Will it change over the next 6 months? How to work. I'd like to understand how to work and live life to the full. Okay. Right. Let's have a look and see what's coming in for you. There are a lot of things that you can do, but remember I'm logging on after this call so we can take an in-depth look at it. I get the feeling when I log in with you, Caroline, you find it difficult to say no. Or, you will always be someone who people can rely on. And sometimes we have to learn to say no. Anyways. Right, okay. Let's have a look and see. Next 6 months. Ooh. The only things we can change are the things we're in control of. And I feel as if there's a realization here about your work that's suddenly coming and sort of like, wow, something has to give here. Right, okay, look at what I've got here. So we're talking about work. We have your bosses. These are your bosses at work. These are the people in the power, the directors, the people who hold the key to how things work. And we have a complete change. We have the tower. So there is some kind of realization or understanding that things can't keep going on the way they are. And there is a nice balance coming in. Now, interestingly enough, I've got a nice stable balance coming in around about April time. And I feel that you're already working on this life and work balance going on here. There is a fire sign man here, but I feel as if there's a friendship. It feels like there's a friendship element of this coming in. But what I would say here is that there is something where it's showing me either we're not looking at this in the right way, or maybe you know of somebody who wants to make more from you, but you don't want to give it to them because you're not attracted to them. But here the Three of Swords saying, I'm kind of not going there. So I would say just be open. It's been a while since you've been in a relationship. Right. So I want to go to 13 weeks. There is a change around you where your work and your social life are concerned for the better. This is a transition, and of course transitions take a little bit of time. So I would say to you, yes, it is going to work. I don't feel you need to wait 6 months, because you can take control over what you want to be doing quicker than you think. Okay? Lots of love, and thank you very much, Caroline, for sending in your text. Right, let's get away with that one. Right, next one is Roxy, and you're, hello Roxy, and you are the 23rd of the 10th, 1971. I've been offered another position in the company I work for, but I'm not sure if it's for me. Have I done the right thing by declining it? Right, Roxy. Oh, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? Let's have a look and see. Have you done the right thing? You're a very sensible, a very grounded, very practical person, and you have had a good look at this, and it does make sense. Was there anything to do with a little bit of maybe traveling around to customers or other places with the job? Let's have a look and see. There is, I feel as if on one level that you kind of, all right, you kind of know you didn't really feel up to that job or wanted to do that job. But the feeling I get from your text here is that there will be something else offered to you. It would be nice for you to change or to move. There you go, there's something being offered to you, because I feel a little bit restricted. Are you in your comfort zone and you don't want to step outside your comfort zone? Because the devil here says there's temptation, but I'm in my comfort zone and I don't know if I can step out of it. But I do feel there is something victorious here for you. And I do feel something else is coming in. Look at that. Ace of Cups that will make you very happy. And then you will have another choice to make. I've got the Lovers. So the Lovers is about two things. You've had one of them. There's another one to come in. So I feel in your psyche, in your unconscious mind, you were right to decline it because something else is making way for something else to come in for you. Okay? So take good care, and thank you, Roxy, for sending in your question. Right, okay, now remember, if you want to jump the queue, you can use our VIP service. It takes you to the top of the queue. So if you've got to rush out, then by all means use our service. We've got Ivy next. Hello, Ivy. Thank you for sending in your question. 25th of November 1973. She asks, any changes in my career life? I have been working in the same company or position for many years. Think it's time to change job, but not sure if I can find my dream job. When, where, what kind of opportunities, etc. Right, and of course, when you've been with a company for a long time, you have that stability, don't you? And it is a big move to look for something else. So let's have a look and see what the cards pick up on coming in for you this year. Let's have a look and see. And the first card out is sort of pushing things back. So that's the should I, shouldn't I. Being very busy. Ooh. These cards are telling me, or telling you, to look at your options, Ivy. Consider your options. Now, you are somebody who is very reliable, and I feel trustworthy, and I feel at work people do like to rely on you. You are the Hierophant, solid, loyal, honest, okay? So you can be relied upon. And you bring balance as well. You're able to balance things up around you. Now, here we have the Lovers again, different set of cards. Here we have the Lovers again, and the Lovers is talking about choices, your choice. And you will have the opportunity, because you've got success here through strength. So don't let this get you down. I've got an offer coming in. I'm just having a look to see if it will give me a timeline. There's a need here with the Hierophant to take a step back and really look at this much closer. And I feel that there may be something later on in the year, but the feeling is it's something you've done before, or it's someone you know before or worked with before. There's a reference to the past with this and going back to that, and not in the capacity that you were back then, but in a new capacity. So I know you've been there a long time, but did you work for somebody else before that? Or have the people left and they want you to come and work with them, so you're back around them again? It's that kind of feeling that's coming in. So I'm looking more towards the autumn time when this all comes in for you, and then you will have the decision as to whether or not you want to go forward with it. Okay, lots of love and thanks for your question. Okay, so let's have a look at the next question. We have Alina. Hello, Alina. I'm just having a look at the text messages. It says the 2nd of the 12th, 1984. I would like to inquire about my career. I would like to continue in the organisation I am currently working in, but I am feeling stuck and working with a person that I am not compatible with. Oh, there's nothing worse, is there? So we can have a look at how long you'll be in that situation. Let's have a look and see. Let's ask the cards to see how long you'll be in that situation, and will the other person move on, or will you move on? Well, there are work projects in the offing here, Alina. Okay, I feel that this person, that you will be able to go the course, go the distance with this person. And I feel here that there will be an ending where this partnership is concerned. Now, I do have in the next 13 weeks, because I do have the death card, okay? But then I feel you being quite responsible and quite grounded about this. So I feel that if you sit it out, this person will move away from you. She won't be no longer, or they won't be no longer working with you. And I feel that will make life a lot easier for you. But I do say, the strength card says here, this could take a couple of months. So that depends now on whether or not you want to stay the course, okay? Lots of love and thanks for your question. Right, okay, so the next one is Julia. Good evening, Julia. 26th of November, we've got lots of Scorpio, Sagittarians in tonight. I wanted to ask about Emil. We started talking in, and he suggested I come visit him in LA, and he ghosted me. How very dare him. I'm going to move to New York City in March for 3 months. He knows this. Ooh, okay, so let's have a look and see. That's as much of the text I've got. Oh, there we go. I wonder if he's met someone else. Well, you would, wouldn't you? So let's have a look and see. Has Emil met someone else? Let's have a look. Is he who he says he is? Oh, he felt a little bit guilty about leading you on. Let's see. Has he met somebody else? It's not showing me here that he's met somebody else. This man's mind seems to be whirling all the time. It's like he's got embroiled in thinking about, well, what happens if she comes over, and what happens if this, and what happens if this, and I'll have to do this, and I'll have to do that. Cold feet. It feels like he's got cold feet about this. I'm just going to pull a card for you, because I'm not seeing another lady here. Right. There we go. So the chaser. So this card is talking about fear of codependency. And yes, while he likes the fact that, you know, he could chase you, he's not very good at a relationship. He's got a fear. And the interesting thing here is that his fear is abandonment. That if you did come as well, that you would leave him. A lot more to that than meets the eye. So, but that's what I've got so far. So I'll leave that with you. Thanks for sending in your question. All right. Okay. Where have we now? We've got Karen. Hello, Karen. 30th of July 1986. A few months ago, I met Mohammed. He was at the time my doctor, and he was originally from Africa. I haven't stopped thinking about him. I've been back to the hospital since, and he wasn't working there. Will I ever see or hear from him again? Right, okay, let's have a look and see if you will ever see Mohammed again. Let's have a look and see what the cards are saying. It is interesting, isn't it, how at times we do meet people that we have that instant connection with. Let's have a look and see, will you meet him again? I kind of feel this man did see the connection. However, I think you said there, this shows an opportunity for him. He was offered something else, and it looks like a consultancy or something else along those lines, which took him away. So there you've got the moon. There was some kind of chemistry there. You didn't imagine it. However, he's thinking about it, you see, looking back over his shoulder, thinking about it. So I would say don't put your life on hold, because there is another man here. Now, I don't know which one is which. Mohammed here looks fire sign, but the new guy looks like an earth sign. So who's that? Okay, so don't waste too much time waiting for Mohammed, right? I think he's been offered something somewhere else and he's gone. Right, let's have a look and see. Where are we up to now? Okay, so the next question is from Katerina. I do love that name. Hello, Katerina. 11th of March, 1982. I have moved into a new place and I am having a problem with my neighbour. Wondering if the issue will get better, please. Oh, it's always not good when you have got neighbours that don't be polite and respect you. So let's have a look and see what's going on. Will this get better with the neighbour? I'm looking here as if you've suggested or been polite to them in some way about things. This is only temporary. Okay. Let's have a look. There are new beginnings around them. Ooh. And they could very well be moving forward or moving out, moving house. So I'm going to say to you, by 7-8 weeks, this should not be there. It looks like either they've moved out in some way, shape or form, and you won the day because you stayed put. Now, the other thing I can say to you is, if they're joined, wherever the disruption is, if it's through the wall or is it over the fence or whichever way, black obsidian, black crystals at that point, and sea salt or black salt along the line where the dispute is, to clear the energy, or even sage, especially if it's inside, to sage that partitioning wall, or because I don't know the full where it is, also will help to calm things down. So I'm logging on after this show at 8 o'clock. So if you want to ask more questions, you're more than welcome. If any of the answers that I've answered have resonated with you, then feel free to give me a call and you can get a little bit more information. Right, okay, so that's Katerina. Just going to look at the next one. And we've got Vesna, the 5th of the 9th, 1986. And she says, I have a question about love. Do you see new love coming into my life? I have been single for a long time and I really wish to find true love from a stable love relationship. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. And that's Vesna. You're a Virgo. Let's have a look and see. Let's have the love cards. Let's have a look and see what's going on here. Stepping into your own power. The past, this cycle that you're in is about to end. And we do have, I'm going to go to my cards for some star signs, somebody else coming in around you. So let me just have a quick look so I can give you some idea. Now, this is somebody that's been around you before, okay? Now, not necessarily for a relationship, but there is somebody coming back from the past. And you might well be quite pleased about that. But a long time ago. And there we have the Lovers. And the Lovers is about a decision to make, especially regarding to people. So not only do you have somebody coming back from the past, there's somebody new to come in. So, you know, you go all that time on your own, and then there are two, they're like buses, aren't they? None for ages, and then all of a sudden the two, you don't know which one to actually hitch a ride with. So there will be two people that you make a decision with. And I have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I also have a Gemini, Aquarius, Libran. So those are the energies, or the type of energy that's coming in around you. So this could be your year, my darling, okay? Don't give up. Keep your chin up. Okay, that's Vesnina. Right. So just to recap, for anybody who is watching the show, new to this, my name's Anne Scholes. This is my show, Ask the Answer, and Ask Anne, okay? My live show where you can pose your questions to me for an hour. Usually now going to be on a Monday night from 7 till 8. I'm a psychic medium of many years, over 20 years, and I'm a medium. I work with cards, I work with the angels. So I work with auras, I work with dream interpretation, I work with chakras, emotional healing. So there's a lot of things that I work with, and thoroughly have a very varied, I want to call it career. I have my own holistic center, so I do a lot of healing. Work with crystals. So I've been all around the world, worked on cruise liners, worked overseas. It's been a really, really interesting spirit. Kept me busy, let's put it that way. Very, very busy. So if you want to know, if you would like to have a reading from me, then I will be logged on just after 8. So in the meantime, we're looking for more questions here. I'm looking at more questions. If you want to skip the queue, you can go down the route of the VIP, pose your question in the VIP section online, and you will be able to get your question answered a little bit quicker. Right, Martha. Yeah, Martha, it's your turn. Martha, the 11th of the 6th, 1969, says, my life feels blocked. Can't seem to move forward. I feel my whole life has been spent looking after others and not me. Please help to move forward. You do get into situations like that where there are times, so basically you're a carer, okay? And is it something you want to do, caring for others besides family, that kind of thing? But being able to pull that energy back, because that is a sole purpose, but being able to pull that energy back and look after yourself is quite difficult. But it's about me first. It's about what you want, how you want to do it, and how you go about it. So now you're starting to understand that there needs to be time for you, okay? Because who heals the healer when they've used all their energy on everyone else? So it's good that you recognize that. Let's have a look and see what we've got in the cards here. Take back control. There you go. And there's the Emperor. So this is about restoring. This is about boundaries, okay? Sometimes it's difficult to see, but we get involved in other people's stuff and we feel we may be the only one that can be available to help someone or care for someone. But sometimes we have to speak out and say, actually, I'm not available. I'm not able to do it at this point in time. And there needs to be some support coming in for you. There is a male and a female here. So I feel the magician with a little bit of magic can bring about somebody to take over some of the helping others. And we have the magician there, okay, with a little bit of magic, and we have the new lease of life. So I do believe that you can put that discerning boundary in, that actually this is as far as I can go with that. I need to look after myself. And you will be looking forward. I've got by May, looking forward and doing more for yourself. There's a lot of tips and techniques, but too many for me to go into here. But I will be logged on after 8 o'clock if you wanted to find out how you can do that. Okay, lots of love and thanks for sending in your question. Right, let's have a look and see who else we've got. We've got Jessica. And Jessica's is short and sweet. She says, 12th of the 9th, 1985, will my career be brighter? So let's have a look and see. Will my career be brighter? So let's have a look, Jessica. Your career, will it be brighter? Oh, you do feel stuck. You feel like your wings have been clipped. Right, there is movement coming. And there is something new starting. Now, I have the family card and I have the Empress, which is the new beginnings. And so this would suggest with the Empress in work situation or career situations that there is something new coming in. You might not necessarily be paid for straight away. It could be something brand new that you actually have to nurture, so like a project, and then off the back of that comes the success. So I feel as if something's coming in around your work. There is a turnaround, let's see, of events over the next 10 weeks. You Wheel of Fortune. You're very psychic yourself. You're very intuitive yourself. Do you follow your feelings? So stop thinking logic and follow your feelings, because I feel an opportunity is about to come your way. Listen to your intuition, okay? Lots of love and thanks for the question. Right, let's have a look and see who is next. We have Frank. No, we have Frank. You're next. You're next. But first is Pyra. 7th of August, 1989. Will my trip to Dubai go ahead or will it be put on hold again? Priya. So, your trip to Dubai, will it be put on hold again? Let's have a look and see. Right. I don't have this being put on hold again. There is good constructive communication coming in around the trip. Here again, more communication and a little bit of magic, okay? And moving forward. Look, he's moving for the moon there. So you're moving forward and there's the Chariot, which is full steam ahead, okay? So being focused on what you're doing, full steam ahead, and there we are, to warmer climes. So the sun sign going overseas. So for me, I don't have it being held up again, okay? So get yourself ready. Right, so let's have a look and see. Frank, now it's your turn. Frank is the 28th of April, 1969. He says, a close friend of mine has fallen out with me because I contacted someone he is dating. He thinks I overstepped the mark by contacting this person. He sees it as me interfering. We used to date. Will he ever forgive me or is our friendship broken forever? Oh, bless you. Let's have a look and see. Is the friendship broken forever? Forever's a long time, Frank, okay? Oops. You just need him to accept your apology. Right. I do feel that he was very, very fond of you. I do feel that he has, for the time being, sort of stepped away from the friendship. And he recognizes that at the moment it's a little bit too hurtful for him, keeping you at arm's length. Right. So I would say he's going to come back in around you. Okay. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, with victory. Because I feel he misses you as a friend. Timing wise, it could take till July. April at the earliest, July at the latest, whereby he comes forward. because I feel that he realises he's missing you, and it wasn't worth losing a really good friend like you the way he has done. Okay, I'm sure it could have been sorted out a little bit better. Everybody learns from those situations, don't they? Right, okay, so let's look and see who else we've got. Next one is Kirsty, 22nd of May, 1990. What does my love life have for me? Is the man I have been giving my attention to right for me? Does he love me? Should I be patient or let go? Right, you are 22nd of May. Gemini, just let's have a look and see. Should you let go or be patient? Should you let go or be patient? Okay, so what I've got here, there you are, standing in your own energy, your own power, but this I've got the Hanged Man. So this is you waiting around, okay? This is you having been patient already. But then comes in Three of Swords with the Tower. And this will be the realization. You will come to that realization yourself to let go. Because here we have you moving forward and doing something about it. So, yes, I would say, moreover, that it might be wise to not spend too much time waiting, yeah? Being patient, to let go for the immediate future, okay? Lots of love and thanks for your question. Right, okay. We now have Kinga. Kinga says, 31st of December, New Year's Eve baby, 1988. Will me and Charles be a couple one day, or shall I give up and look for love somewhere else? Right, my darling. So you are Capricorn. Capricorn. Let's have a look. Interesting. This has got all the hallmarks of this turning out for the good for you, because the Magician here is talking about bringing a little bit of magic, okay? And for me, the Ace of Pentacles is commitment. So as if by magic, all of a sudden, someone is making a commitment to you. And you've been a little bit disappointed with him in the past, but you do have in 6 weeks a success, riding high, realizing that actually you mean more to him. And I want to go around that 6 weeks time, whether there be in a celebration or you're giving yourself a pat on the back. And again, 6 weeks, you're sailing away from the difficulties that you had in this situation because things are getting much better. So if you can afford to give it 6 weeks, then I would just hang on a little while longer. And you might be quite surprised at what happens. Okay, lots of love, Kinga, and thank you for your question. Let's have a look at the next one. We have Angela. Angela's asking, how, the 18th of July, 1979, how is Dave feeling towards me? Let's have a look, Angela. How is Dave feeling towards you? Let's have a look. Right. Would he be looking for an apology from you in some way, shape or form? Because what I've got here is a man really happy that you have conceded something, or you He's got his own way with something. There he is, throwing his hands up in the air, and more opportunities for the two of you. But you seem to be standing your ground and not responding. So could it be two stubborn people that are, well, I'm not apologising, well, I'm not getting in touch, well, I'm not, that's the kind of feeling that I've got here. So whatever's going on, he finds you quite mysterious, or trying to work you out. But I do feel as if there is a connection there between the two of you. But at the minute, I feel like there's a little bit of stalemate or stubbornness going on. Right, let's have a look at the next question. And we have Mal. And Mal is the 13th of July, 1988. Good evening. I'd like to ask if you can see a big move for me to a completely different area this year. Is this the year going to be a good one for me? Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look in the cards, Mal, and see, is this your year for career move? What do I want to use these? I feel it is. You are worrying about things too far in advance, so I've got here. And I feel that you have been tested, but I do feel you are strong, someone who is strong and loyal, and there are new beginnings here for you, okay? And because I've got the legal papers, this could be the signing of contracts, because I've also got mediation. So you are going to be talking to someone that thinks you are reliable and honest, and there is contracts and new beginnings for you. There's also training or learning here as well to do with it, and there's a lot of communication. You have a lot of people skills, and I also feel as if you have a very emotional maturity about things. There's the move, there you go, and you're off. So you've had all these conversations, signing of documents, things like that, and then you're off, okay? And there's the Fool. So that's taking the leap of faith. There is a little bit of confusion around this, but that all seems to work out, and there's the World. So you are coming to the end of the chapter, and you're ready for this too, and you're happy to move on. Recognition and accolade there for you. So that's lovely. So yes, I feel it's a better year for you this year. Right, okay, so now we're out of time. We've got 10 minutes left. So if you're in a rush, don't forget, if you go the VIP way, then you can get your question answered sooner. So we have Claire, 3rd of July, 1980. I want more than anything is to find that special someone whom I can potentially be with and build a future with. Could possibly help me, give me guidance or any insight to whether or not there will be someone who likes me or is interested in me. We certainly can have a look at it for you, Claire. You are the 3rd of July, so you're Cancerian. Okay, let's have a look and see. Someone special. Oh, Claire. Right, there is someone special to come in. Ooh, because you've got the 2 of Cups. Look at that. Someone special here. Now, it shows me taking a chance on somebody, right? But this person is very family orientated. He's somebody that is lively. He could be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libran. He's somebody who is very family orientated, as I think you are too. And I think that's where you meet in the middle about your family values and what you want. He's prepared to take the leap of faith as well. And there's a nice getting to know one another and falling in love. And you feeling so empowered. And the Ace of Cups talks of a new emotional pathway for you. This will happen quite by accident. I don't feel that this man is somebody that you will see and follow or vice versa. This is a random meetup, quite unexpected, taking you both quite by surprise. So that should be good. Let's have a look and see where we've got now. That's Claire, so good luck with that, Claire. And now we've got Harry, 24th of October 1973. I would like to get a reading on a woman that I instantly fell in love with. Do you see her contacting me back for a relationship? If yes, then can I ask for a timeline? Okay. You didn't put, Harry, could have done with her star sign. So let's have a look and see. You are 24th of the 10th, October, November, Scorpio. Okay. So, feeling, oh, you were tempted. Oh, right, let's have a look and see. Do I have somebody coming back in? Oh, I say possibly, but I feel as if I've got a bit of a weight. I have the Chariot, I have my card for someone coming back in around you. I have the Tower. Suddenly this all happens. Your desires are brought forward. But the timeline I've got could be up to July. I've got from between the 7 weeks to the 7-month July, which takes you quite by surprise. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune. Destiny is going to play its hand in this for you. So I would continue with what you're doing in your life, but I feel I'm certainly not ruling it out with those cards, that's for sure. Thanks very much for your text. Let's have a look and see. I think we've got time for Lisa. And Lisa's saying she's the 20th of the 12th, 1979. I was with someone for 10 years. He cheated with a work colleague. And after a lot of heartache and trying to get us back, I moved back in with my dad. He says he no longer sees this other woman and we are now friends and he wants to try again. Help! Yeah, that's the biggie, isn't it? That's the trust. Right, Lisa, let's have a look and see. I'm going to pull a love card. Is he genuine? Let's have a look and see. Is he genuine? Does he mean what he says? You've got the butterfly. And the butterfly is talking about the relationship evolving into the next phase. It will heal the inner child and there is growth here. So I do feel that things will go in your favor. Just take it slow, my darling, okay? You don't have to rush everything. It's not a race. It's not a marathon. But I do feel that he is genuine about what he's saying. Right, okay. One more question. And this is B. And it says, hi, Anne. I've applied for a new job, have an interview and panel discussion next week. Will I come across well and will I be successful? Thanks, B. Ooh, nice question. Right, let's have a look and see. I have to give you the colour yellow for alertness, sharpness, clarity, and I also need to give you blue for the expression. So if you can wear something yellow, something blue, it could be a handkerchief you're carrying with you, a citrine, a crystal, anything in blue would go well with you. Right, there we are, going up to your interview. There's your interview. There's the men in power that hold the key. Right, there seems to be obstacles there, and you seem to be getting quite worked up about it. But hang on in there, because good choices here. There are 2 interviews. So I feel as if you get through the first one and on to the second one, but you're worrying about this, and it's like, we need you to do some breathing exercises. We need you to calm, surround yourself in green light, because I do feel you have every opportunity to go forward with this. However, we need to get you nice and calm about it before you go, okay? Right, so thank you, B, for sending in your question. We're now coming up to the end of the show. Once again, I haven't got to the end of all the questions, so thank you so much. I'm sorry I wasn't able to answer all the questions. There was more of you than me, I'm afraid. But do remember that I'm going to log on in a couple of minutes. Just give me time to grab a quick slurp of my water, and then log in, and I'll be all tuned in and logged in, ready to go for being on the phone lines. And my PIN number is 500345, and it's been an absolute pleasure. There's been a lot of questions tonight about careers, and yes, it is a difficult time with careers, and we're feeling fed up. However, always look for the new moon. There's a new moon tonight. New moons bring new opportunities, new moves. So if you're going to do something to do with your career, do it on a new moon, because the energy is vibrant and it lets go of the past and it allows you to move forward. So look for the new moon, okay, when you're moving forward. So I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you. It's just that it's been an absolute sheer delight. I am going to log on, so I'm going to leave you now. I answered as many text messages as I could, but until next time, mwah, take good care of yourself, all right? And thank you for all your questions. Lots of love, and good night. God bless.